Jolly Rancher, so it can remain the juice. It helped me notice real quick someone judging you. Then they put your shoes on, asking what they been through. But I was gone off that cut, fucking up my mental. Those who I hurt off that shit just know.
Why Black History Month is a scam. What it do, YouTube? It's your boy. I'm back for 2024. J So Taboo. How y'all doing? I know last year I didn't really end no videos and made no content like that towards the end. And my camera's tilting. Yeah, I'm just rocking the camera like that. But yeah, last year, just first off, shout out to my subscribers and the people who rock my channel. Last year, we ended the channel off with 413 subs, so I appreciate y'all, love y'all. Nothing but sending the best of insight to y'all. I appreciate y'all rocking my content. Y'all deserve more content from me this year, and I'm gonna give y'all exactly that. I know I started off a little slow, because January pretty much already gone. But we still gonna get this work in, and I promise I got content for y'all. There's been a lot going on with me, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna let none of that shit get to me, and we just finna keep doing what we doing. But anyways, let's get to the topic of this video. And this is, by the way, a disclaimer. This is my opinion. I'm not saying this is facts. I'm just saying this is my opinion, and this is something we should pay attention to. Why did I title the title of the video, Why Black History Month is a Scam? Because to me, it is. I want you to actually look up when Black History Month was established. Look up when it was established and why it was established. I can, look it up for you, but I'd rather you look it up for yourself and do your own research. But you got to understand what's the point of Black History Month with the current conscious state of Black people, at least most Black people. You know what I'm saying? You got to look around and see what's going on, because let's take things like Spirit or like these social media pages like Shade Room, for example. It does nothing but spread toxic Black content all the time. And when you actually look at our communities and how we are functioning as a little society as Black people, you kind of realize we're ruled by a lot of toxic and chaotic things. And you got to ask yourself, has it been getting better at all? And I know my camera tilting, y'all, just a little bit. I really ain't had enough time to play around with this, so just bear with me. But you gotta ask yourself, what's the benefit of this? Like, why are we even doing Black History Month if we ain't even learning enough real history, and if we're not even learning from history at all? I mean, let's just be real. You feel me? Why I think Black History Month is a scam is because, for one, y'all gave us the shortest month of the year, and then for two, Black people only give a fuck about their history around Black History Month, and then next thing you know, it's back to doing a lot of ignorant shit. I'm just keeping it real on here. I'm not hating against my own people. I love my people, but I gotta keep it real on here. When it comes to Black History Month, it's just really a scam, because, you feel me? And here's another thing, and this is my opinion, and I might be one of the first people to say this, but for me, Black History Month is nothing more than another regular month for me. Why would you say that? It probably sounds ignorant to you. I say that because Black History Month is nothing but a regular month for me, because what y'all do on Black History Month is what I do on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. I keep that same energy. The same energy where you now just care about your ancestors and all the Black historic stuff and all that. That's the same energy I keep past March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, all year around. That's the same energy I keep around, because guess what? You're not melanated for 1 month out of the whole year. And your history plays a bigger part than what they tell you. You need to understand, Black History Month is a scam, because they don't even tell you the full spill of your history. What you need to understand is part of world history is your history. You can't tell world history without us being in a discussion somewhere. That isn't me just gassing our heads up. That's the truth. So here's another reason why Black History Month is a scam. Let's go to the schools and education system, right? And I know my voice a little messed up. It's like my throat a little closed up a little bit right now, y'all. So But anyways, go to the education system, right? When you go to the education system, you've been in school and you're a melanated person in school. What do they do every year around this time? They most of the time show you slave movies, tell you about Martin Luther King Jr., tell you a little small facts and stuff. But notice, where do they stay? What point in time do they stay when they talk about your history? They talk about your history during slavery and after slavery. They never teach you anything before that period of time, as if you never had no history before that. Think about that. Think about that. And then they don't even tell you the true history when it was during slavery. What they do is they indoctrinate you and program you to believe that your only history was that you were slaves and just people fighting for rights after that. They never told you about where you stood and what you was doing before any of that. They never told you nothing about that. And then they didn't even tell the story right. They still had you thinking that your existence was that y'all were slaves. I use prisoners of war because I'm not going to disrespect my ancestors thinking they was just slaves, because they weren't just slaves. They were prisoners of war, because we went to war about many things because they came fucking with us. Just be real. You feel me? And by the way, disclaimer, this isn't to discriminate against anybody. This is just me speaking a little facts on our history, on what is being taught and why we're being taught these specific things in school. You got to think, why would they be teaching us about this specific time when you could be teaching us any other time in our history? Because you got to think, a lot of people my age and under really don't know and really don't care what our history was before slavery. Slavery did nothing but interrupt our history. That's the truth. And when you look at Black History Month, you gotta ask yourself, what's the point of it if they're gonna just keep doing the repetitive thing each year, talking about the same? It's crazy, isn't it? This is why I think another reason why I think Black History Month is a scam is because it's the same government telling you to celebrate your ancestors that they tell you about for 1 month, the same people that they took out. Just think about that. Let that sit on your head real quick. Just let that sit on your head real quick. They take out your people who helps you know the truth, get better in life. Oh, this camera is crazy. Yeah, this camera is tweaking. But and what do? They take them out. Now you gotta ask yourself, why would they do that? And then why would they if they cared, why would they give you Black History Month? Because they're limiting you. They want you content. They want you content. You think they care? They don't care. What they care about is keeping you content. This is why they push Martin Luther King Jr. more than Malcolm X. And that's not taking nothing away from Martin Luther King Jr. It was just saying he was a more peaceful person. You know what I'm saying? That's not taking nothing away from him. But when you think of Black History Month in America, who's the first person you think of? Martin Luther King Jr. That's a fact. At least for most people. You know what I'm saying? Most people think of that because that's mainly what they're taught. You know, that's one of the few people that are taught to acknowledge. You know, they don't put, you know, at least the mainstream media, they don't push for you to learn about people like Malcolm X a little bit more, Huey P. Newton, Fred Hampton, you know what I'm saying? They don't, Marcus Garvey, just to put a few names out there. They don't want you to steer towards those people, because when you see what they stood on, you would see what I'm talking about right now. That's why I think it's a scam, because you gotta think, it's just like Juneteenth. The only reason they put it out there is for you to stay content and for them to make more money and take it out of your pockets. You gotta think about that. But hey, this is just my opinion on it. But I'm saying some points in this, I'm saying as facts. And again, back to one of my points earlier. I had to keep adjusting. My bad, I had to keep adjusting this camera. But yeah, back to my point earlier. What's the point of Black History Month if you're not learning from the history? And what's the point if y'all not growing? You see, we have Black History Month and we celebrate people like the athletes and celebrities, like, oh yeah, we finally got people that's making it. You gotta understand, some of these people, they didn't hire for that. They hired because it's to self-destruct you. Like, people like, let's just say, let's just say rappers from Chicago. I'm not hating on Chicago or anything. I got a lot of family from Chicago, but you gotta understand, why do they push some of these rappers so much? Because it's a constant image of drugs, violence, and death. A constant cycle. Why they push people like Sexyy Red? Because they like, I think they hire people like her and pay her millions for moments like that video when them kindergartners were turning up to Sexyy Red and telling the teacher to turn on Sexyy Red. I think it was like a ballerina class or something. But you can look the video up, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got a cap. But you know what I'm saying? These are kindergartners or first graders, second graders, between them categories. You tell me what's wrong with that. And you want something to celebrate Black History Month? Something ain't right, bro. You need to understand, something ain't been right in a long time, and we got stuff like this happening now. These are people you have to leave alone, and you gotta understand, you gotta be on, for me at least, I stand on that energy all year. Because, as you see, well, I don't know if you can see them now, but I got a lot of books, and I don't read them books 1 month out of the whole year. Because you got too much of your history you don't know about for you to only give a fuck for 1 month out of the whole year. So why I say it's a scam, because it only benefits them. It doesn't benefit us. Because you don't stand on that energy all year. You gotta think, niggas that be in the streets and do that dumb stuff, guess what? They be, in Black History Month, they be like, oh, well, you know, we care about our people. They be at they remember when they was at the Black Lives Matter protests, like, yeah, we care now. Then once that died down, once that trend died down, y'all was back to doing the same dumb thing. How can you care, but you're the reason we died? You gotta hold yourself accountable. We gotta hold ourselves accountable. You feel me? But again, this is just my opinion on this. It's true, but I'm just saying, you gotta, this camera keep tilting. It's true, but you gotta take it how it is. Me personally, I think it's a scam. I don't think that people are really seeing what's going on, because we're just kind of like in this constant cycle where, you know what I'm saying, we don't care about our history, then Black History Month come around, and then we care about it a little bit, and then, you know what I'm saying, that's it. Because if you cared about Black history, why would you get mad at some of the conscious people at least trying to enlighten you on some of your history? Because there's some real conscious people out here who try to enlighten you on your history past this on any other day of the year, and you would be like, no, that ain't true, and this and that. Like, why can't you keep your mind open and at least try to figure out, is this true or not? Because obviously there's more to the story than what they tell us. But that's about it though, y'all. I'm about done ranting. I just wanted to get that off my chest, get the first video done this year. Plus my camera keeps tilting. But yeah, make sure y'all eat this year. I'm finna, yes, I know, like, okay, man, I haven't had a retwist in almost 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but anyways, I'm finna get a video on that because I get a retwist Tuesday. But stay safe out there, y'all. And I made this video before Black History Month because we need to do better. It's a scam. You gotta understand. You gotta be standing on this energy all year. You gotta give a fuck all year. You feel me? It's like, in order for you to care, you gotta love yourself enough. And believe it or not, there's a lot of melanated people out here who don't love themselves enough. Learn more about your history and not just BS that they teach you. Don't let them program you. Learn something yourself. You feel me? But that's the video for today. Like, comment, subscribe, and we out of here.